is Sefer Chofetz Chaim, and big topic is the same toilas, meaning for constructive purpose and for subject's benefit. So we're allowed to talk negatively for the sake of that person. Okay. Today's topic, the occasional sinner. A person whose actions may have involved a given transgression is known to commit the particular sin, at least occasionally. Then the commandment judge you follow favorably does not require one to seek the positive explanation for that what he did. However, it is meritorious to give the person the benefit of the doubt and assume that this time he did not sin. Reproof would not be necessary. Okay, so I'll try to understand. So we're talking about occasional sinner, and we know that person, it's not like not last time before last we said it's totally out of character, right? So that person, whatever he did, so of course we must judge him favorably, and we would say most probably he already did teshuva and all is good, right? But here we know that this person, like he was seen to make this kind of avera, this kind of sin. So in this case, we're not obligated to find him excuses, right? We can assume that what we saw is actually what transpired, first of all. But second of all, they say if it is very meritorious for us, right, to try to give him benefit of the doubt, since sometimes he sins, sometimes he does not. So maybe this time was that he does not. Okay, maybe that's not what we saw and stuff like that. Okay, no problem. Continue. It is absolutely clear that the person did commit the sin, that the mitzvah to reproof does apply, and one should, in respectful and caring manner, help the person to overcome the evil inclination by offering reproof. So it's very interesting. So let's do one more time, and we're going to explain. If it is absolutely clear that the person commits a sin, then the mitzvah of reproof does apply, and one should, in respectful manner, help the person to overcome his evil inclination by offering reproof. So, for example, today is fast, and you see somebody is eating. So you don't know why person is eating. So first of all, even for people who are allowed to eat, so it's not proper for them to eat in public. Somewhere like in private, and the minimum portion that is necessary, that can suffice, right? But you see somebody eating on this fast day. So you ask him, are you sick? Are you okay? This and that. And the person started to say, like, well, why are you asking? He said, well, yeah, but today is 17th of Av, not 17th of Tammuz. You didn't know. I said, oh, I did not know this and that. So it's, but if you say, I do not care, so now you have to reprove it. But we start with nicely. People forget. Some people who do not go to shul, I mean, or they like busy at work, like very busy at work, and they might forget. Okay. So continue, but we need to give him reproof if we see for sure that he's doing something wrong. We see with our eyes, or here, like for example, you have a phone conversation with a person, and you see and you hear that he's drinking water, right, or he's chewing something. So for sure, you have to say something. Okay, continue. There are times when it would be more effective for someone else, such as close friend or Rav, to reprove the individual. Rhetorically, it should be permissible for one who witnessed the transgression to inform the friend of Rav of it and ask that he handle the situation. However, we have learned that one may not act on a hearsay, which would mean that one cannot possibly offer a reproof unless he personally witnessed the transgression. Consequently, it would be one's responsibility to find the effective means of reproving himself, or to ask Rav to either personally investigate the situation, or tactfully discuss the matter with that individual without making accusations. Okay, so it's a lot of information. Let's do it again, and we're going to explain. A few very practical examples. So let's see from the beginning. There are times when it would be more effective for someone else, such as close friend or Rav, to reprove the individual. So if you know that this person is not going to listen to you, but you know he's a best friend, childhood friend that he's going to listen to, right? So maybe it would be proper to go through that channel. So why? Because from us, that person would get offended, but from his friend, it would not get offended, and that friend who is close to him know how to to approach him, right? And how to present the issue. Okay. Right, or Rav, meaning that the rabbi that person respects. So if he does not respect, if he just somebody asked me a question recently, I said and asked that person, he did not expect this question. I said, "Are you going to listen to what I say, or are you just asking out of curiosity?" He said, "No, I'm just asking." Right, so I said, "Okay, ask somebody else." Okay, so but if that person, right, if that person is going to listen to you, okay, that's a different story. Right, so to this Rav, it's a different story. So now you can tell this Rav all of the information and let him to reprove. But it must be the Rav that person is going to listen to, not just any random rabbi. Okay, that's very important. So because he could be very knowledgeable, very holy, and so on. But if that person have no respect, no right to that rabbi, so it's useless. Theoretically, it should be permissible for one who witnesses the transaction to inform his friend or Rav of it and ask that he handles the situation. Okay, so theoretically, right? Why? Because you want somebody who is close, who have more influence on that person to talk to him. Okay, is it always true? Let's see. However, we have learned that one may not act on hearsay, which would mean that one cannot possibly offer a proof unless he personally witnessed the transgression. So now we're talking about this Rav or a friend. So we cannot reprove the person and give him hard rebuke or any rebuke if just because somebody told you so, that person has an issue. And I had this situation. I was so embarrassed. I wanted to bury myself. So somebody asked, like a younger fellow, that other people don't treat him very good, whatever the situation is, and other people are rabbis, and he asked me to call them. And he was like, complaining, and I said, look, I can call them. There is not a problem. I don't think they have to treat you like that. So, and I called, and the situation was exactly opposite. So this young fellow, unfortunately, he made the things up. And when I confronted him, he said, "Yeah, but I did not expect that you would ask, you would offer to call them and negotiate the situation." So it was so embarrassing for me. So somehow, I mean, I believed him, and that was a wrong move on my part. You understand? So that's exactly what it says here. Right, so somebody get emotional, and we naturally want to help that person, but does not mean just because somebody is emotional, whatever he or she saying is true. You have to remember. So I learned this lesson hard, and it was unfortunately on several occasions. Right. However, we have learned that one may not act on hearsay, which would mean that one cannot possibly reprove unless he personally witnessed the transgression, meaning this rabbi friend. Consequently, so if these people know about the issue, that's a different story. So you just give them another example or some more details. So it's not a new issue for them. So it could be different. Consequently, it would be one's responsibility to find an effective means to reprove himself, meaning the person who witnessed that, or to ask Rav or either personally investigate the situation. So meaning it's not going to be on hearsay, right? Investigation. Investigate the situation, or tactfully discuss the matter with individual without making accusations. So meaning in general, start talking from about Shabbos and finish about Gilui Arayos. Okay. So what is the connection? Just find the connection, but let him get the point. Right. Okay, so stop here. Any questions on what we said?
Yes, Rabbi.
Yes, please.
So would it be okay if the person uses this resource of informing the rabbi, for example, in regards to people he's not allowed to rebuke, like his parents, for example?
Okay. Yeah, I'm listening. Like his parents, but it depends what is the goal of this conversation. If a person, for example, looking for a solution how he should conduct himself with his parents, that's one story. So it's very practical. So it applies to him. But if he wants this rabbi to rebuke the parents, so it's different. So first of all, it's on hearsay. We cannot just rebuke a person if we do not know if the issue exists to begin with. You understand? Just because somebody told us, that does not mean that it was. As I said, I believe this fellow, one person, then another person. I don't know. Some people are good actors. Well, what can I say? So I just believe them. But then, of course, I start politely with this rabbis, and one in a second, like, what are you talking about? Why would you say that? I said, whoa. And then they were 100% correct. I apologized many times, and that's what happened, right? So if this rabbi, for example, if this rabbi is a rabbi of that person, right? So son can or daughter can come to this rabbi and say, hey, look, my father have this and this issue. So rabbi is like he can present this issue not like direct rebuke, but indirectly, somehow indirectly, and there are many ways to do that. But direct rebuke only if person was like witnessed, like he saw it with his own eyes, or he was there.
Thank you, Rabbi.
That was the question. Did you answer the question, or you meant some different situation?
No. That was pretty straightforward. That was the answer.
Okay.